there was the Code of Hammurabi. It's called Hammurabi Babjan.
Yeah.
Okay, and from the land of Babylon. So Babylon was a huge empire. What is an empire? Empire is a combination of other countries. Okay, Roman Empire. Roman Empire. Do you know what a Roman Empire was? Roman Empire was a huge combination of countries that were conquered by the Roman emperors. Like one emperor. No, there are many other emperors from Roman Empire. They conquered. What does it conquer? Invaded other country. What does it invade? Invade. Like a Japanese army, they invaded Joseon. 임진왜란.
Yeah.
And then, what is it? 일제강점기. Okay. They came to Korea. They came to Joseon, invaded. And then they control Joseon. They try to control Joseon. And actually they controlled 대한제국. Understand? Yeah. So we were actually governed by the Japanese government for over 60 years. That's a invade and conquer. What's conquer? 정복하다. Alright? So empires conquered other nations, mostly neighboring nations. 이웃나라들, neighboring nations. Alright? So Babylon was a kind of empire. So Israel. A lot of countries or nations or tribes. Back then there were many tribes. What is a tribe? Tribe means in Korean 부족. Alright? So many tribes from the regions around Mesopotamia. Mesopotamian tribes. So you can basically say that Babylon, they created the Code of Hammurabi. It was the first written code of law. This is very, very important. Can you say it? The first written code of law. What's that mean? In history, in Korean, you got it? The first written code of law in history. Okay? And was created in 1772 BC, before Christ. It contained the contents of this Hammurabi, the Code of Hammurabi, what? Was 282 laws in total. This is where we get the phrase, an eye for an eye, an ear for an ear. As that was punishment. There were laws about rewards. What does that mean, the rewards? Yes, returns rewards for returning slaves to owners. Remember the civil war we talked about it the other day? Okay, they could return slaves to owners because slaves could, flee from, flee? Escape. Flee, what is it, flee? Escape, run away. Right? We sometimes call it a fugitive. Fugitive. 도망자. Fugitive. 도망자. The people who flee. The people who escape from their owners. In Korea, like Joseon Dynasty, there was a kind of a group of people who chased after the fugitives. Chuno was a kind of bounty hunter. Bounty hunter. bounty hunter was like what is that? You know the wanted. This is there's a kind of notice wanted, and there's a mugshot of a person who fled or escaped from the owner. Like a bounty hunter means 현상금 수배자, 현상금 사냥꾼. That's bounty hunters. They chase after those who fled or escaped. They're all fugitives. Okay? So you bring a slave to its owner, you get rewards. But the code, the code of Hammurabi specifically tells how much you can get from this returning. This is weird. In our constitution, like what is it, 헌법, says mostly about how we have to be treated as a human. Okay, like we should be treated with dignity. Dignity means 존중감 or 존엄, or we should be free. Okay, when we talk about the politicians or ourselves, okay, those things. But the code of Hammurabi specifies how much you can get, how much money or how much of the rewards you can get when you return a slave, a fugitive, to its owner. It's weird. It's like you pass the English exam, English word test, and you can get this thing. The law says such a thing is very, very strange. Laws about what? Laws about marriage? It's about a marriage.
Yeah.
Do you want to marry?
No. Yeah.
You don't want to marry? Come on, dude.
No.
You should get married to someone else. Someone who's beautiful, smart, and funny. You know, who supports you. Laws about a compensation. What is a compensation in Korean? In the 보상, like a reward for theft and lost. So you lost this amount of money. You lost this amount of thing that you can get compensated by the law. The law said, "Oh, you lost this much money," and the law said you can get it back. Okay, and the law is about a responsibility. What does that mean? Responsibility in Korean. 책임. All right. If a house collapsed and demolished, broken in pieces, huh? You let the house collapse. You're responsible for that collapse. So you should pay this much, or you have to go to jail. You have to go to prison for years. So these things are very unusual compared to the laws that we know now. The Codes of Hammurabi was dealing with something unusual. These laws were originally written on a giant stone tablet. Stone tablet. Like stone tablet. 돌판. So you have to carry like loads of stones, alright, that contain so much about the law. So, oh, wait a second. Oh, not this tablet. Oh, I broke this. Shoot. Now this one. Oh, okay. The Code of Hammurabi says you're gonna get the lifelong penalty. But you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison. You have to carry these heavy stones. Inconvenience. Burpen. In unusual. Like a unique contents. And some tablets still exist, 존재하다, and are kept, 보관되다, in Rublu Museum. Can you tell me what word can be rephrased here? Conserved. Some tablets are now conserved or kept in the Rubru Museum. Have you ever been there? Have you been to Paris? Okay. Now let's read together. Ready, go. Later, Romans created their first legal text, the Law of 12 Tables. And in the mid-5th century BC, these laws were mostly civil. What's a civil? Yes, it's related to shimin, citizens. Because Romans were the first people who emphasized the civil rights. What does that mean? Here, emphasized the civil rights. Can you say it? Emphasize. What does that mean? Emphasize. Stressed. 강조했다. The what? Civil rights. 시민권. Like a citizen rights. 시민의 권리. Okay? Did they have absolute powerful kings? No, they did not. They have a 원로원. They have a congress. 원로원. They have like there's even like the regular citizens could raise an issue. They could say something about the politics. I don't like that. The citizen could do because they emphasize the civil rights. So it was like when you have this ticket to be a Roman citizen, there was actually sold to other persons. So I want to be a Roman citizen. I want to be a Roman citizen. Once you become a Roman citizen, wow, that's really, really, really nice. So this is similar to the green card. You know green card in America? 시민권. The green card, 영주권. Everybody wants that. So long time ago, Europeans, Africans, or Mesopotamians, like Israel, like Jews, 유대인, wanted to be a Roman. Okay? You know the Jesus Christ, who was crucified on the cross, right? There was a guy, the Pope Bauer. He was a Roman citizen. So the Romans tried to kill him, right, for some reason. But Paul said, I am the citizen of Rome. And the Roman soldier couldn't kill him because he was carrying a kind of certificate, 증명서, prove that he was a Roman citizen. So everybody wants to be a Roman citizen. Why? Because the Romans, they emphasize the civil rights. So those laws were mostly about civil rights. Okay? Meaning they were private laws, like 민사법, not a 형사법. And Hammurabi, the code of Hammurabi was mostly about what? 형사법, criminal law. How do you punish this guy? How long this person has to stay in prison, right? But the Romans, they talked about what? 민사법. So you lost this much, and you guys want this, and that guy wants that thing, and you have to deal with this thing. Okay, like 민사, like a 사기, 사기, like 이혼, like divorce, or some of the things that are not closely related to the criminal cases. So how a citizen interacts. That meant Romans emphasize laws about property. So everybody property. It means 재산, mostly 부동산. Can you say property? Property. Do you own any property? Do you own any house or any land? No, you don't have any. And possessions means 소유물. Okay? So that was all about what the civil matters, 민사. These laws were so well-formed. Well-formed is really meticulous, very thoroughly. It was very carefully made. So now we use them too. We made 1,000 years ago. But those laws were very, very meticulously created. So now we use them. They have affected, 영향 끼쳐. lawyers ever since 지금까지. So now we are under the influence of Roman civil laws. Okay, now here we go. Now we are under the influence 영향권, all right? The influence of the Roman laws. Roman civil laws. That means in Korean 지금도 여전히 우리는 로마 민사법의 영향 아래 있다. Okay?
Okay.
Very, very, very interesting. Like 고대법, ancient laws are still affecting our lives. Without these ancient examples, without these ancient examples, our modern laws would be very different. Okay? So we have many laws today, and new ones are still being created by governments. Every single day, the lawmakers are 국회의원. We want this kind of law. Like you say, what kind of laws do you want to be applied to your school? What about every school lunch has to be comprised of 3 different menus? Japanese style, Korean style, and American style. So you can choose one. That's the law. And everybody's so crazy about the new menu. And every single day, students are supposed to do physical activity, including PE class. Like that, okay? And alright, we accept them, but every student must speak only English about that. It's good for you. You can do it. Sometimes government change the past laws as well. It's called 수정법. Because the past laws are tacky, 구려. Like 1920년대, 30년대. And we don't use them.
Yeah.
Because the life back in 1920s, life back in 1930s were very different from the life that we have in 2025. You get it? So in the early 20th century, 19세기, like 1900년대, all right, the government banned, what is it ban? Prohibit, 금지하다. They banned alcohol in the United States. It's called 금주법. Nobody could drink in publicly. Nobody could, and there were no bars. But they secretly made wines and liquors, beer, 밀주. And then they get caught, 걸린다, they go to prison. You make soju in your house, you go to prison. You make 막걸리 in your house, you go to prison. And Joseon Dynasty also had this kind of 금주법. So even 임금s couldn't drink alcohol. Because to make alcohol, you should use a lot of rice. Okay? And the later government made alcohol liquor. 그래서 alcohol을 합법에. Liquor means 합법에. Okay? And set a drinking age. Like 음주할 수 있는 연령대. So from what age can we drink in South Korea? 20. This is just one example of how laws can be changed. So laws must be changed. Laws can be changed according to how the society changes. Can you write? 세상이 어떻게 변하는지더라. According to how 사회가 어떻게 변하더라. Societies change. Okay? According to how society change. Alright? So did you solve the quizzes? Yeah, did it well. Alright? Now, next time you have to 발표. This one.